Okay, welcome to Probology. This is a beginner's level video and it's focusing on the question, was kann man in der Stadt machen? So this goes along with the logo, one book, page 88, man kann vieles machen. So again, the question is, was kann man in der Stadt machen? So what is there to do? What can you do in town? Two things are really important. Firstly, this was kann man. This literally means what can one do. But we often don't say in English, what can one do? It's quite high register to say one is going to the shops. So you could loosely translate it as what can you do or what could be done. What can you do in town? Really important also to notice that man here only has one N and is not capitalized, so it's not the same as man, as in der Mann, as in the man, a male. Okay, so there's a big difference. But was kann man in der Stadt machen? Okay, so there's a couple of ways that we can answer this. There's one very important grammatical rule which you should all note down, and that is that we have conjugated the verb können. Okay, the verb können. Now the verb können means either can or to be able to, as in I am able to fly, for example. Now it's quite important also to notice that when you use man kann, generally you're going to use another verb. For example, you can go swimming, or you can go running, or you can play football. So let's take that as an example. Let's use play football. The way that I would have to express this is man kann Fußball spielen. Man kann Fußball spielen. Now, in English, the word order we would say you can play football. Man kann spielen Fußball. But that does not work. Where you have the kann, whether it's ich kann, or man kann, or du kannst, as in you can, or I can, ich kann, this second verb is called an infinitive, and this must go at the end. So all the other information goes in here. So man kann Fußball spielen. You can football play. Man kann Fußball spielen. Okay, so it's important to remember after the man kann that the activity that you're doing comes first, and then the second verb comes at the end. Okay, let's look at another example of when we can use man kann. We could say man kann ins Kino gehen. Man kann ins Kino gehen. Okay, so again, the verb to go is here, so you can in the cinema, or literally into the cinema, to the cinema, go. Okay, so man kann ins Kino gehen, right? So not the word order man kann gehen ins Kino. Man kann ins Kino gehen. So the information of the place or the thing that you're doing is sandwiched between the two verbs. Okay. Another example would be man kann das Rathaus besichtigen. Besichtigen. Now, besichtigen means to view, but in English we would actually say to visit. There is also another word for visit, which is besuchen. But if you're going sightseeing, you would tend to say besichtigen, whereas if you were going to visit your family members, then you would say besuchen. Okay. Now, the final question that we need to answer is und was noch? Und was noch? And what else? Und was noch means and what else. So what else is there to do? What else? And was kann man noch machen? Literally is what more can you do? What else is there to do? Was kann man noch machen? So if you'd already described to me what you can do in your city, for example, man kann Fußball spielen, man kann ins Kino gehen, man kann Freunde im Jugendclub treffen, man kann Fußball spielen, man kann Tennis spielen, man kann Freunde im Café treffen. Whatever it is that you do, you can always give more information. And if you were in a conversation, you'd simply say, und was noch? Was kann man noch machen? If you were answering this, however, there would be one key difference. You say, in the same way as there's a change in English, this noch means else. So what else? And what else? So if you were giving more information, you'd say, I can do this and this, but you would also use the connective also, which in German is auch. Okay, so you could give me a list of things. Man kann Fußball spielen, man kann auch das Rathaus besichtigen. So this auch would actually come after the man kann. Okay, so pause the video there, and I would like you to write out a short conversation with yourself using was kann man in der Stadt machen. You can use the examples on page 88 of your books to help you. And then you can also ask yourself the question, und was noch? Was kann man noch machen? Making sure that you understand the position of auch in the answer. For example, man kann auch schwimmen gehen. Man kann auch. You can also. Now, remember that the second verb has to go at the end. Man kann auch, one can also, and then when it comes to the go swimming, we just change them around because this verb has to be at the end, this infinitive. So write those examples now. Okay, finally, what I'd like us to do is combine the last video and this video as follows. So this would be the idea of combining in meiner Stadt, so in my city, or in der Stadt, in the city, or in the town, in town. And this man kann vieles machen. So if you wanted to start the sentence in meiner Stadt, so in my city, same with any adverbial phrase, you would have to change the position of the man and the kann. Okay, so rather than saying man kann vieles machen, you can do lots of things. You can vieles in this sense, meaning lots. Or man kann Fußball spielen, man kann ins Kino gehen, man kann das Rathaus besichtigen. If you have the in meiner Stadt first, in meiner Stadt, kann man, then the rule stays the same. So we could take any of our sentences over here, for example, the Fußball spielen. So in meiner Stadt kann man, capital F, Fußball spielen. Make sure you've got that capital F. Man kann, in meiner Stadt kann man ins Kino gehen. Or man kann Freunde im Café treffen. Okay, treffen, as you'll see on page 88, means to meet. So you can meet your friends. Im Café, in the café. So man kann Freunde im Café treffen. You can eat. You won't eat your friends. You will meet your friends. Okay, so that's it for this video. Good luck with the note taking, and see you next time.